Hi, thanks. Greg Shelnutt. I'm with the Department of Art and Design at UD. The title of my talk should really be called Don't Run Away. Of course, the second title is about the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Don't Panic. I'm asking folks to draw and to journal. And I know for a lot of you, it's like, wait, you went to workshop on comics. We're going to read them, talk about them. You didn't say anything about drawing. But I invite you to draw, and the reason I brought props is there's this wonderful book by Linda Berry called Syllabus, and she talks about drawing from a non-judgmental place, keeping your hand moving and not worrying about what the marks you're making. So the marks you make become part of what you reveal to yourself, and not something you judge. And talking about being in the judgment-free zone, so we're going to comic books from the space of exploration. We'll do writing and journaling, and we'll draw a lot. When the drawing's okay, it won't make you scared. One of my favorite books is Writing on the Bones, which is a wonderful book Natalie Goldberg had written. It's been translated into hundreds, bunches of languages, and sold tons and tons of copies. She talks about the trouble with the editor and how when you're writing, you're making art making, the editor just as this part in your head says, you can't do this, you're not good at this, you're terrible. Who said you could write? Who said you could draw? I don't know but artists hear this all the time. I think we hear this a lot. So my point is to keep your hand moving, don't get judgmental. There's room and time for judgment, sure, but that's after you've looked at things. There's an appropriate way to do that. When you're making a creative act, be creative, get in there. So we'll understand, we'll look at comic books. I have heaps of stacks of books on comics and how to read graphic novels. We'll also use Scott McCloud's book, Understanding Comics, wonderful book on that. We have several books he's written. So look at all those. But the main thing is you'll also inhabit. You'll create characters yourself through writing, through drawing. And I really don't judge drawings at all, because I'm a sculptor. I came to art making liking to make stuff. It was like, what, I had to take drawing too? Oh no. So I'm probably the best person to do this because it's not my wheelhouse, but I've gotten into it because I had to do it. And I now ask all my students to sketch and draw when they take notes in my classes, and they look at me like, I can write, but drawing. And I'm like, you're in art school, it's okay. But they think they're going to be judged by it, and we won't be. But that's the chance for me to understand comic books from that very broad, wide perspective. And I hope you come on a journey with me and discover how it's. I'm also going to be working in sketchbooks. So you have a nice something to refer to at the end that will be a journey you'll go on. You don't know where it will end. So it'll be very discovery-based. And yet we'll also come up with lots of different rubrics and different frameworks and different scaffolded platforms. It'll be fun getting there. That's my hope. Thank you.